As you saw in Mark's demos, adding an app to your timeline really is just a one-click experience. You click Add to Timeline, and you're done. Adding an app to your timeline is like wiring a real-time connection between your app and Facebook. Let's take iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio is a pretty cool internet radio service, and they're completely integrated with Facebook. They're one of our launch partners today. Whether you're using iHeartRadio on your phone, on a tablet, or in your browser, you'll see the same simple button, Add to Timeline. And right next to that button, you're going to see screenshots of exactly what iHeartRadio looks like on your timeline. You'll have a really concrete picture of what you're getting into before you even start using the app. And then when I click Add to Timeline, I'm done. There is no step 2. I can just start using the app and listening to music. And every time I listen to a song, my timeline just magically updates. I just had to make one decision in this whole experience. Do I want music on my timeline? And once I've made that decision, I can just use the app. I can just listen to music, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. The most important thing iHeartRadio has done in this experience is make their app social by design. By making that Add to Timeline such a prominent part of the sign-up experience, they're setting the expectation for every single one of their users that this is a different kind of radio service. It's a social radio service. And they're not asking my permission to be social. It's a feature of the app. I'm using iHeartRadio because I want that feature. I want music on my timeline. And by setting this expectation for every single one of their users up front, they can make the rest of the experience completely frictionless. They don't need share buttons everywhere. They don't need to redesign their app. The play button on iHeartRadio looks like any other play button I have on my iPhone. Just like you know that when you publish a photo on Facebook, it's social because that's the way Facebook works, playing music on iHeartRadio is social because that's the way iHeartRadio works. This is the fundamental challenge and the fundamental opportunity of Open Graph. In your industry, the app that's able to set that expectation, that everything's social, up front, that's the app that's going to win. Because that's the app I'm going to see my friends using.